Fourth different kicker used by Washington this season. We are underway in New Orleans. Kickoff is taken out by Miller. Out across the 30.
Out there, deliver it to your guys, and move on to the next down.
Handing it off to Alvin Kamara.
Plays, they'll have some fun on this offense.
Second down and 7, and they get it into the hands of
Bottom of the screen with them right now.
third down and 3. Hayner looking to throw. Rolling right, there's a flag. Coming back to make the catch.
Holding, offense number 62.
The hold is blocked a little longer for Jake Hayner.
Third down and 13. Hayner in trouble. Down he goes. Not played since September. Is deep for the Commanders. His third game of the season. Takes it out to 35. Crowder, outwinner out of LSU. His last start here. His first game for LSU against Florida State back in September of 22. Daniels couldn't find anyone downfield. Now heading back the other way.
Running style.
Second down and 9. Daniels throwing to his right. It's complete to Terry. On third down, it's Robin's start of the season. Commanders send in 3 tight ends. On first down, Robinson cuts to the outside. Robinson inside the 40. There's play clock at 2. They get the snap away. It's Robinson, this time running left. And he picks up a Washington first down.
Hard for those linebackers to read their keys.
Daniels keeps it.
There, you can expect a little bit more pass, or that's what they're thinking.
Daniels on second down. Fires it out of bounds.
Ineligible receiver downfield, offense number 74. This penalty's declined. It's third down.
A revamped defense as far as attitude, a little bit of scheme as well.
The Commanders are his 15. It's a 45-yard attempt. And welcome back. There was a late flag thrown after the field goal. Darren Rizzi certainly does not agree. Personal foul call against the Saints.
Look for a lot of zone read, run pass option.
It's Daniels after the fake to Robinson. Inside the down and 2. McLaurin in motion. Robinson.
They're dialing up who he wants to go to.
First and goal. Daniels throws. It is caught. Touchdown.
Illegal shift, offense number 14. The 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
Nichols. There's Daniels. Daniels inside the 5, leaning forward. And will be marked down. Ball comes loose.
Look, he still wasn't down.
That's the question. Was he ruled down? Washington, second and goal from the New Orleans 7. Daniels rolling right. There's a flag.
There, get some pressure on Jaden Daniels.
Offense number 76.
Empty backfield once again. Daniels looking. Moving to his left. Under pressure. Stays on his feet. And now he throws to the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown by McLaurin.
Phenomenal football for the Commanders. Both sides, both coaches. And then just watch how far he is. He sees Jaden Daniels scrambling, and there, arm up. Wow, gets after the...
Initially kicked a field goal. Saints called for the personal foul. And then it's Daniels to McLaurin. 7-0 Washington. Kickoff taken at the 3 by Miller. Miller out across the
Turner. He's going to cross over in front of the center, and he makes contact with his head with the left leg. The center is defenseless, so you...
So now the Saints trailing by 7. Start from their 28-yard line. Second down and 11. Hayner over the middle. Caught by Kamara for a first down and more. Into Commanders territory. Both rushing and receiving yards this season. On first down.
For the latter part of the season.
Second down and 19.
but Bobby Wagner, he is phenomenal, man. Love watching his game.
Third down and 22. Haener, pump fake, cross midfield to those numbers. A lot of tackles in the building today.
A lot of tackles. I didn't have as many seasons as them. And then with the offensive coordinator and Cliff Kingsbury.
Daniels handing it off. Robin. Second down and 8. Daniels. Daniels to the outside, and they pick. First quarter comes to an end here in New Orleans. Daniels to McLaurin. 7-0 Commanders. Little trickery from Cliff Kingsbury as Dyami Brown.
So we got to get rid of the negative plays, the penalties. We got to do a better job of substitution. So we just got to clean it up, shake off the nerves, and respond. We got a lot of football left.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Coach.
Ben for the Saints. That's what he needs to bring.
Young had 10 pressures in that game against the Giants last week. Catches made by
Their corners and one safety is back for him.
quick release by Daniels and McLaurin.
Holding. Offense number 2.
There was an obvious quick release for Terry McLaurin, and Dyami Brown definitely holding on Kool-Aid McKinstry right there. So
Morris on the same staff at Hofstra on Long Island over 2 decades ago. Going up against Quinn and the Commanders here today as Daniels is. Than anybody else in the history of this Saints franchise. Your former teammate here in New Orleans.
it's just the craziest thing because we drafted him because he was so good at running, stopping the run.
There's Dante Pettis on
The run, and he couldn't get a sack to save his life his rookie year, and then all of a sudden ends up 14 years later as a leading sack guy.
Nice run by Kamara on first down, and now Haener throws, and
That was a great throw. Jake Haener puts it over the outstretched arms of Frankie Louvu, and
third down and 4. Haener stays on his feet, throws back the other way, and it's intercepted.
quarterbacks, you are out of the pocket. Don't make a bad play worse. Just take the sack or throw the football away. Instead, it's a nice play by the Commanders defense. Types of takeaways.
Following the pick, Commanders start from the 47. Daniels on the run.
Here's on the other side, and what he does when he scrambles, doesn't force the football like that.
Daniels pulls it back in.
Holding. Offense number 8.
Going up against the corner, Alontae Taylor, and yeah, that.
Second down and 20 following the Robinson penalty. Daniels complete.
Oh, he wasn't down.
Daniels on third down. To have Crowder back without one of their top receivers, Noah Brown. With Nichols.
A week prior, could be one of those sleepers that no one's talking about just yet.
There's Zacchaeus on second down, and he. Third down and 2. Daniels looking, forced to his right, takes off.
I don't know if he can get that first down. And now it's official. Move.
On first down, it's Robinson. And you're talking
As respectable, talked about how it was a tough day for him, man. It was a really tough out.
second down and 3.
I'm joking for everyone out there.
Third
Joking.
down and 3. Here's Daniels. Oh, what a catch! And it's taken down inside the 5.
McNichols going against Demario Davis. Nice blitz pickup, buying Jaden Daniels just enough time, and what a beautiful catch by Zach Ertz. Cliff Kingsbury called him friendly to the Jaden Daniels in that pistol formation.
Daniels fakes the handoff, throws to the end zone, touchdown, McLaurin. With him.
Commanders, they have everyone thinking run. They're all lined up there. Their eyes are on the quarterback, and Kool-Aid McKinstry is literally trying to run for his life, chasing down Terry McLaurin. There is no way to keep up with them, and that is a great pass by Twine because he knows that play needed time. They give him the time, he gets the touchdown.
Jamal Williams takes it out. McLaurin with his 11th touchdown this season. Out of LSU. Started his collegiate career at Arizona.
Great relationship, and I had to tell him, look, Herm Edwards, great guy. He drafted me about 20 years ago.
Jake Haener's first NFL start for the injured Derek Carr. And Haener will be sacked once again.
Today, he's going to have to get rid of the ball quicker. There were some checkdowns open. It's okay to throw those checkdowns.
Puck taken at the 27-yard line by Crowder. And they both had a vote this year, as all former winners do.
Yeah,
each and every year.
Right? The trap
team only 2 incompletions. Second down and 9. Daniels over the top. It's Robinson.
Told Cliff Kingsbury, I want to be there. I want to go over the script, understand what we're running.
Daniels
Gets out of
escapes.
it.
Third down and 1. He will dive forward.
Opportunity to get the sack. Carl Granderson had him dead to rights, and Jaden Daniels, using that athletic ability, gets the first down for the Washington Commanders.
As we hit the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. 18-0. New set of downs after Daniels escaped, picked up the first. Daniels on the move once again.
To watch.
Russell Wilson 6-1 in his starts this season for Pittsburgh. As Daniels.
Kingsbury recognizing that, being very conservative and simple with the offense.
Big play here as the Saints look to get the ball back. And it's Ugo.
He hadn't seen this one, right? It's usually been zone. Everyone sits back, and you notice how lackadaisical he was staring down the field. It wasn't until it was too late that he recognized Ugo Amadi was right there. And how about Ugo Amadi doing a nice job? Maybe the Commanders' offense would be a little more aggressive down the field in their play calling. But until Jake Haney does something, they're not going to do anything that's going to put him in harm's way.
Pettis.
Small completions, and then let yourself work down the field systematically.
Saints start from the 29.
Love watching him play.
Had some good seasons in Carolina. Second down and 10. Haener over the top. Kamara. Third down and 5. Haener's pass is caught for a first down by Pettis. Remaining. Minute 16 on the clock. Pass in. Now second and 10 for the Saints. Haener steps up. Was not touched as he slipped. And then he throws.
Can bring into the locker room in the second half, and right now they don't have that.
Third down and 10. Louvu with the pressure once again. And the pass is near.
Some of the boo birds are coming out from the Saints fans, but that is great anticipation, Mike.
Hayball boots it downfield, end over end. Crowder steps away, and it will be pinned deep. They start from the 2. There's McNichols coming out. Daniels to McLaurin for a first down. Empty backfield. Daniels on first down. Catch is made.
Quinn.
They will get the ball first.
Yes, they will.
In the third quarter. Our first half stats brought to you by Royal Caribbean. What a first half for Jaden Daniels. 7, number 9 on the season. Taken at the 3-yard line. The return by McCaffrey.
Second consecutive victory in the month of December.
On first down, there's Robinson.
All along, creating those run lanes and protecting Jaden Daniels.
Daniels on 2nd and 7. Takes off.
Going to be at the top of the screen. He's right there. Jumbo offensive line.
And it's Daniels who keeps 19 in his return to the state of Louisiana. Make it 18 of 20. Zacchaeus breaks free.
Very efficient offense, very methodical moving down the field.
Picked up 14 on that last play, and now Daniels swings it out, and Robinson takes it all the way down.
At tackle, you got another big gain for the Washington Commanders. The defense right now, second half, coming out very flat for the Saints.
Second down and 9. Daniels rolling right, takes off inside the 10.
In motion, Recognizing it's man, Kool-Aid McKinstry has him in man coverage.
And they keep it on the ground.
You just can't defend that, getting those touchdowns.
There's Robinson. 10th play of the drive. Daniels taken down. Here's out of the end zone. Here's Joseph, 23-yard attempt. It'll be Rattler, the rookie out of South Carolina. Jamal Williams. Williams out across the 25.
With the Clint Kubiak offense, it's very much designed around anticipation.
Pass it.
They like, but defensively keeping everything in front of them.
2nd and 10. There is a flag.
Holding, offense number 70. This penalty's declined. It's 3rd down.
And because of that, you see the way that the defense has been uber aggressive, and his play calling has been aggressive.
3rd down and 10. Rattler fires, and it's caught by Pettis. Saints.
Dante Pettis has to get there. He gets there and gets the 1st down completion.
There's Kamara.
You want to make sure you design plays to try to get him into the end zone.
Once at 6 in a game earlier.
Kubiak, you got to get smart in how you build your formations.
2nd down and 11. Rattler fires downfield. What a catch by Valdez-Scantling.
Around the edge, he forces Rattler to step up. There's some pressure, and he gets just enough on that football for Marquez, who had the drops in the first half. Jeremy Chin thought he had an interception. He thought he was right there for completion.
39 yards. Biggest play of the day for the Saints. And now Cedric Wilson fires across the field. Kamara makes the catch. Touchdown.
Kamara with a one-handed grab. One foot is down. Oh, I don't know, Kenny. I think he's going to be out of bounds. There's the possession, but talking about designing it. Oh, on the field, it's a touchdown. I stand corrected. Kubiak needed to design plays for Alvin Kamara. That's one right there. Foot down in the end zone. Touchdown for Alvin Kamara.
Wilson in his career passing the football. He's a wide receiver. He's now 6 for 6 with 2 touchdowns. Here's McCaffrey on the return. His prior touchdown pass went to Dak Prescott.
And when I talked about Clint Kubiak designing plays, this is it right here. All the defenders are moving away from Alvin Kamara, who's one-on-one with Frankie Luvu, and that's why this play is so beautiful. Clint Kubiak, he recognized how aggressive Joe Witt was calling the defenses early on with Spencer Rattler. He's of this Saints offense.
And all of a sudden, some life here in the dome. Hand off to Robinson.
Mario Davis, he's corralling Brian Robinson. I see an elbow down, but you don't want to have to force the issue offensively.
2nd down and 11. It's possession.
That's right.
The sack, which held them to a field goal instead of a touchdown. Leading by the same score as the Cowboys, 17-7. Daniels, delayed handoff. 3rd down and 14. Commanders must get to the 34 for a 1st down. Daniels takes off, and he will pick up the 1st. Still going.
All of a sudden, bam, a long 3rd down gets converted.
Needed 14, gained 24.
Penetration, tackles for loss, getting in the backfield. They have to do that again on this drive. And look at the top of the screen. You're going to have Terry McLaurin at the top.
2nd down, 14. Daniels wrapped up.
Doing that right now.
And he grew up in the D.C. area. 3rd down and 19. Daniels fires.
Yeah, it looks like the ball might have hit the ground.
Let's see. They rule it a completion.
They ruled it?
Zero's on the clock. And the kick is no good.
Clock went to 0 before the snap.
Right.
This
That's
is the
what we
end of the
thought.
3rd
Yes.
quarter. It's 4th down
So
to
the
start
missed
the
field
4th
goal,
quarter.
obvious.
Yeah, we saw it up here, and I know Darren Rizzi, he's saying, well, if you're not going to call it, Don't call it after the fact, but it was clear. Good point. We'll see. Same thing. He saw the miss and let it go.
Also decided not to challenge that last play, which would have set the Commanders back.
He scored a touchdown. They come back with a field goal. And Saints defense doing a nice job creating negative plays to force that field goal.
Miller on the return for the Saints.
Ooh. And it's going to be a really good matchup.
Saints back to work.
First place in the NFC East, looking at that number 2 spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, Barkley's been tremendous. Rattler
Could happen.
started 3 games earlier this season for the Saints. 3rd down and 10. Penalty marker as Rattler is taken.
Your back foot, throw the football away. If you don't, that's where
Illegal
the
use
pressure's
of
going to
hands
come.
to the face. Defense number 25. It's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
St. Jude's going against Kevin Austin. Yep, grabs him right at the face mask. Yep.
From the 31-yard line, it's Miller. Turns the corner.
They really want to see what he can do at that position, see if they can alleviate some of the pressure off of Kamara.
Rattler able to get rid of it. And the Saints pick up a first down.
This is, again, another drive that's looking good for the Saints offense.
Here's Miller. Found a hole.
Type running style, just not as explosive, but still very powerful.
Rattler under pressure, able to get rid of it. And
Take a look, and Rattler throws the ball away, and he might get him for the head or neck area.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
So he understands the urgency to play clean, sound football. He has to be a little quicker with those D-line games.
2nd down and 16. The
Backs in the NFL, you respect him, not throwing his way. He's played lockdown, man corner, man coverage for a while.
So a couple of penalties against the Washington defense kept that drive alive. But then some big plays. Fowler into the backfield.
So much fun playing here in the Dome.
Super Bowl coming to town, 56 days.
Yeah, speaking of fun, right? That's going to be a lot of fun.
There's McCaffrey, nice return. Commanders start from the 37. Daniels complete. Brian Robinson works his way upfield. And both to McLaurin. 2nd down and 1. McLaurin goes in motion. And the give is to Robinson. Daniels fires downfield. Just out of the reach of McLaurin.
Just a little too far for Terry McLaurin.
2nd down and 10.
The defense, how are they going to match up in man, because it hasn't worked all game long?
Daniels on 3rd down, steps up, wrapped up, and taken down. Press way. There is a flag. First punt of the 2nd half on either side. There's Pettis.
During the kick, holding by the receiving team number 36. It's a
Jake Haener. Here in the 2nd half. Haener started the game for the injured Derek Carr. This 2nd and 10. Rattler complete for a first down. There's a flag as Rattler.
personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 6.
Fowler's coming from the left side of the screen. He goes unblocked defensively if you're the Commanders.
From the 42-yard line, Rattler complete. Valdez-Scantling. Another. Saints continue to be plagued by injuries on the offensive side.
Chin just wasn't ready for that hit.
From the 33, fake to Miller. Rattler looking. 2nd and 10, fake toss to Miller. Rattler throws and
Should have been an interception. You get 2 hands on the football right there, and he misses it, but just now he gets an opportunity with the Commanders, and Dan Quinn immediately recognized what a talent he is.
3rd down and 10. Rattler throwing this one. Group B season long 57. From 51, the kick.
Wants to do.
Short kickoff taken at the 7-yard line. McNichols on the return. Out 1st and 10, 36-yard line. Dyami Brown. From the 38. On 2nd down. Daniels fires. Wide open, bobbling in, and then not able to hang on as McLaurin.
They busted the coverage. Alontae Taylor is sitting in zone. Tyrann Mathieu, he goes and covers John Bates, thinking that here and there in man, had they connected, this is a walk-in touchdown for Terry McLaurin. What a missed opportunity. Is the reason that they lose some of these games.
3rd down and 8 for Daniels and the Commanders. Pass is caught by 4th and 1. It's Daniels.
Ooh. They all converge on Byron Robinson and just see them all corral.
From the 46 on 1st down. Daniels going deep for McLaurin. It is broken up. No flags.
Kool-Aid McKinstry, instead they go and attack the backup. Terry McLaurin had to wait on that ball. It was actually underthrown a tiny bit. You notice that Terry McLaurin had to slow up for it. Had Jaden Daniels aired it out like he did before, that would have been a touchdown. Their own territory, giving the Saints an opportunity.
2nd down and 10. Robinson across midfield. Empty backfield. 3rd down and 3. Daniels complete for a 1st down to the top. Half remaining. New set of downs for Washington from the 41. Is in the backfield. Daniels over the middle. Zakia.
You just succumb to running the football 3 times in a row and punting. Instead, they've let Jaden Daniels air it.
Daniels looking to throw. It is Dyami Brown who goes up and makes the catch. One's coming back.
Just take a look at Dyami Brown getting up there.
Number 67. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down. The clock
It's
will start on the
Allegretti.
snap.
The left guard. Flag for the hold.
Yeah, right in the middle of your screen.
Which has lasted over 4.5 minutes. For the Commanders, pass incomplete. 3rd down and 23. Give to Robinson. And he will be cashed to make it a 2-score game. Joseph from 54. The Voodoo continues.
And look at the passers today. Jake Haener, 4'10".
There's Miller.
Much better.
Takes the handoff on 1st down. Quickly back up to the line. From the 44 on 1st down. Rattler's pass bobbled without a catch today.
He ends up possessing it.
The runner completed the pass, got his right knee inbounds where he was down by contact. The ball will be at the 41-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. There will be a 10-second runoff unless New Orleans takes a timeout to avoid the runoff.
To the other side of the field. I don't see Spencer Rattler going that way.
And still no Kamara, so it's Miller. 3rd down and 1. Rattler throws. They pick up the first at 1 minute remaining. From the Washington 27-yard line. A give to Miller inside the 20.
Through a defensive lineman. Gets another 1st down for the Saints.
And this time Miller stopped. 2nd down and 12. Rattler's pass is caught inside the 10-yard line by Jawan Johnson. 30 seconds remaining. Clock continues to run. 3rd down and 3.
Right, you can't spike it or else you'd only be left with the 4th down.
Right. Now Rattler moving to his left, throws to the end zone, incomplete.
He gets open initially. There was a slight hold, but obviously not enough for the officials to call the pass interference.
It's now at 2. Rattler on 4th down. Throws underneath, and they pick up the first. Down to the 1.
10
It's
seconds
Morrow.
left.
No timeouts for the Saints as they hustle back up to the line. 5 seconds. Rattler will spike it.
Expect the pass, but they're not going to be prepared for the run.
All right, here we go. Rattler throws, end zone, touchdown! Foster Moreau.
By the Saints responding in this second half.
All right, here we go. Rattler for the win. He throws, it's incomplete. And the Commanders defeat the Saints 20-19. That two-point conversion pass intended for Juwan Johnson.
On Johnson, he's going to run that out route. Oh,
diving attempt by Johnson.
You talk about a game of inches, Kenny. That was so close.
Despite the huge comeback by the Saints, the Commanders win it. Valiant effort by Rattler. He did not look rattled one bit as we head to Los Angeles for the State Farm Game Break.